This is Dabu7. It looks like Japan is holding evacuation drills amid this tension with North Korea. Now, the last launch of a missile, that missile ended up landing in their economic zone. Now, if you rewind back some time, they had stated if that was to ever happen, they could go into a full defensive posture. Now, for those that don't know the history here with Japan, after the World War and everything that happened, they had to sign a treaty or a pact that showed that they could only take a defensive posture to defend their country. They couldn't mount any major offensives. With that said, they could aid the U.S. in certain ways by supplying arms, maybe vehicles, this and that, but they could only do so much in terms of helping the United States unless they were directly threatened. Well, in this situation, they are directly threatened in being the closest one, besides South Korea, to get hit. If North Korea wanted to avoid any blowback or contamination there on the peninsula, the closest place they could strike would be Japan. And they've threatened it multiple times. Now, after this most recent test that the United States pulled off on the West Coast, that they then said, this has nothing to do with North Korea or ICBM. Well, what timing? Some question if that could stop a whole flurry of them coming in. And at this point, Kim Jong-un continues to launch his threats, saying he will reduce the United States to ashes. And we also have the situation where the new president of South Korea said, look, we've just discovered more THAADs here. What is going on? China shocked, or said they were shocked to find out about it. There was all this talk about the two THAADs at a cost of $1 billion. But then we come to find out there was 4 more. And we still have no clue where they're situated. But that's where it sits at the moment, as we have a huge armada sitting out in the Sea of Japan right now. It will be interesting to see what happens in terms of any nuclear test. They try to pull that off because it's been some time. They keep popping off these little missile tests. But in terms of a nuclear test, nothing has happened. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens from here. But that's some of the latest. I'll leave a link. Make sure to check me out on minds.com for exclusive content as well. This has been Dabu7. Peace.